Hey, and welcome back. It's time for another Day Late to the Dance review. This time, who am I talking about? Well, the one and the only. Oh, didn't break his leg, did I? Rey Mysterio, Ultimate Edition, Best of Ruthless Aggression Rey Mysterio in his WrestleMania 22 garb. Now, I didn't bring his entrance stuff. I left that back in the box. Like I said, I display him, pose them. Sometimes I get bored and even have old school matches. Now, I remember having his Jack Pacific Day figure, and right off the bat, this one's way more detailed. Of course, this is before he got his neck tat, before he got his wings on his chest and whatnot. So it's a little more barren. I think if they were to make something like this with updated torso tats fully there, I probably would update this one. But for right now, this one's great. If you watch my Eddie Guerrero review, here's Eddie. I ended up having to pay a good chunk of change for him. Same thing, didn't have a Walmart near me anymore. One thing that, unlike Eddie with that really loose, wobbly leg, this Rey Mysterio just feels great. Great in the hand. Scale-wise, again, that's not Jack's, okay? I can actually make him bigger. Let's get Kane up here again. I'm just using Kane because we don't have a Big Show. I mean, I do have a Andre the Giant. I turned into Big Show by putting the Giant head on him, and it works perfectly for him. But I mean that, maybe he can be a little smaller, but I think that's pretty good right there. Definitely, shorter than Eddie. He's not up here. Back in the day in Jack's, you used to have Kane, and you have an Eddie or Rey Mysterio be right here staring at each other. You have to literally take the legs and bend them back to try to make it look like it was massive. So kudos to Mattel for keeping with the scale. I know some people are dogging on it. Now, I do have elbow pads. I took them off his ECW legend figure just to kind of, again, give it a little bit more of a bulk, because I felt without elbow pads he looked just kind of barren. I'm sure he didn't wear elbow pads during this match. I'm trying to think back. This match was over so quick. It was basically him against Randy Orton and Kurt Angle. This was Rey's first world title win. Sadly, Eddie Guerrero had passed on. He went and won the Royal Rumble. Then he came out with this. He had a whole Azteca garb. I think his 619 Booyaka had just debuted or had just debuted recently. He wasn't doing the who's that jumping out the sky, R-E-Y. He wasn't doing that no more. It was the Booyaka, Booyaka, 619, hey, Booyaka. And I remember that song kicked back in the day. I mean, you could listen to that song, all the time. And of course, it's still to this day one of the, he keeps using it. So I hope they don't change it. But anyway, he is the shortest by far of the Ultimates. I mean, Doink the Clown probably will tower over him. Kane towers over him. Undertaker, of course. So, I mean, could we see more little guys like this in Ultimate? Probably not. I don't see, anybody else. I'm hoping, and in my next video I'll be doing my thoughts for Comic-Con and see how off I am, or how hopefully some of these come true. But I don't see Jamie Noble. I don't see Tajiri. I don't see Billy Kidman. I don't see Paul London. I don't see even Chavo Guerrero obviously ever getting this kind of treatment. So if he's great for your cruiserweight division, don't expect him to have someone's the same size as him. He might be the smallest Ultimate we get. But this one again has drop down hips. They don't fall down like Seth or like the Eddie or anything like that. But what's nice about this one is he's just got great range. I mean, for dropping leg drops perfectly onto people. He's got, if he's he's up in the power bomb, he can just flip out. Throw him towards the thing for the 619. The leg closing around the ropes to catch him in the face even. Dropping the dime, just stand up there, arms out big, wide, falls. Let me put the Kane up there. Falls, wow, right there. Good connection. He even does, great to slide out of the ring, which he didn't do that back then, but nowadays he does do that. Where he just kind of like dives out like this, or he kind of just dives like this and lands on him at the last second. So great posing. Pretty much any move he can do in this form. The arms are, they're not overjacked. They're not cane arms on top of Rey Mysterio. A little bit weird with the butterfly joints. He kind of has like a saggy chest syndrome looking thing, which I don't think you'd notice as much if he had his cross tattoo and his wings on there. You wouldn't notice that, but obviously it wouldn't be accurate because he didn't get that till way later in his career. This is, like I said, this is 2006. Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 22, and I think the only thing that really can complement this figure anymore is, I know he's signed, and I know we're going to see one in Ultimate Edition 19, which my Randy Orton drops on Friday. Maybe I'll be the first to get him. I don't know. I got him over at Wrestling Collector Shop. I don't think my one from Ringside is shipping yet, because I think they're going to wait till Macho Man. I didn't order them together, but I think they're going to wait till Macho Man gets there, if they haven't already got him yet. But Wrestling Collector is like, hey, you ordered 2, here you go. Like I said, I always buy at least 2. I think I bought a 3rd just in case. I always try to get mine as quick as I can. So I thought maybe Ringside will get theirs before Wrestling Collector Shop. I already got those on a good deal. I think I paid $27 a piece for them because of the discount code. So, sorry, I'm just enjoying this. I mean, you got Kane up here. You can hold him. You can throw him out of the ring. I'll tell you right now, Ultimates are great for Royal Rumbles. If you like posing, if you like just doing more articulated Royal Rumble type stuff, I mean, you got so much more movement to them. I find that elites nowadays, they're still fun to whatnot, but they're limited to what Ultimates can really do. I mean, the butterfly joints just open up a whole new world. I can't wait till we get Bobby Lashley, and so we can start putting some fools in some hurt locks. Would we be able to do it with Chris Masters? No, we have a basic of Chris Masters. Never got an elite of him. Maybe we'll get one day of an elite at least. But his Master Lock will never be as complete as now Bobby Lashley's Hurt Lock, which, again, it's the same damn thing. But I digress. Point is, I think the only way to compliment this Rey Mysterio would be, and I kind of went off on a tangent there, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle from WrestleMania 22. I know we're getting Randy Orton soon, but it's his tag team late in life look. So if we're gonna go with the flashback, I think WrestleMania 22 Randy Orton would be awesome. You'd have a triple threat. You could have Kurt with the World Heavyweight title because Ray didn't come with that belt. This is right before he won the belt. This is when he came out in the entrance. So they decided not to include that. They included Eddie with the Undisputed title, but they didn't do it with Ray. Which, alright, it's unfortunate, but how sick would it be to have, basically near the end of his WWE career, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, of course, just, being the heel that he was, to just sit there and say, oh, Eddie's in hell, Ray, and this and that, just to have to recreate that whole thing. I know on Wrestling Figs I made a comment recently about WrestleMania main event ultimates that are needed to complete stuff. I'm still a big hope fan that we see a Paul Orndorff, because we got Muhammad Ali coming, so we can complete that. And the people are like, oh, but you need Bob Orton and you need Jimmy Snuka and you don't need the extras. You didn't even need the ref. Recreate the match was 4 wrestlers. You're missing Orndorff. But again, I digress. How sick would it be to recreate WrestleMania 22, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship? Back when that belt was pretty much, it's always deemed now the second major title. Obviously now you've got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the redone version, which, it's going to probably get to their prominence again because Roman doesn't defend very much. But I digress. If you get the chance, now I know there's a Rey Mysterio coming out. We don't know which one. We'll probably know at Comic-Con which one won that vote. So I mean, if it's one of the newer ones, I've been interested to see what it looks like. But I actually personally liked when he was in the cool Gucci-looking pants. I mean, these aren't Gucci, but he was in the cool pants. He had the mask. A lot of the mask had Gucci emblems. They're not going to put that stuff on there, obviously, but I liked this look. I thought this was a great look for him. I mean, yeah, he did bulk down, if you will. He did lose a lot of weight. He slimmed down greatly when he returned back in, I want to say 2016? I think it was 2016 Royal Rumble, and he's been back since. I'm not the biggest fan of the new leotards and the weird colors. I always thought, gold, black, white, like red, something like that. But I didn't think maroon or yellow and pink really was something that, especially that gaudy looking leotard look that he's got right now. I just don't see that as world championship looking caliber look. But then again, I'm maybe not with the times. I'm just back from the old Ruthless Aggression era where people kind of had like pride in the way they looked. At least for some individuals. There were still bad looking attires out there. I'm not going to sit there and say there wasn't, but there definitely was a lot cleaner looking design, sleek looks to wrestlers back in the day. So I digress. Point is, if you get a chance and you find him, and you can afford to find him, afford to buy him. I only bought one because this one hasn't really done anything to show any concern. But Rey Mysterio Best of Ruthless Aggression Ultimate Edition. These are popping up everywhere. I'm wondering how long until we see RVD pop up. I've got one pre-ordered, but knowing me, if I see it on eBay, I probably will. What is that? A fool and his money are soon departed. Well, I'm not a fool, but I'm a pretty good business budget man. But I look at it like this. I don't have to waste gas or time to hunt when my time is very valuable nowadays and I have to work nonstop. So, can't wait for that one. But until then, and until Comic-Con, I look forward to seeing what we're going to see next. But thanks for checking it out. Of course, you've had probably checked this out with many other people because, again, I'm a day late to the dance. But this is Rey Mysterio, Best of Ruthless Aggression, Ultimate Edition, WrestleMania 22 attire. Take care.